If you like any of the tips that I'm sharing with you during this video, please make sure you show your support by going to vialatehustler.com, join the mailing list so you can keep up to date on all the current events, and please make sure you check out the merchandise and make a good clean purchase, and I'm sure you'll be satisfied with what you got. It's your boy Via Hustler. So I'm about to jump into the 5 tips on this video. This is part 1. So tip number 1, do not overly eat out. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is avoid eating out. And by saying that, I mean that try to avoid eating out like fast food restaurants and several even higher class restaurants. I have a lot of friends that like to eat out all the time. They like to go to restaurants all the time. They like to eat at fast food restaurants all the time because, let's just face it, the art of cooking is dying. So people want things fast, and they got a fast-paced life, and they want things fast. But during this current recession, we have to be concerned with saving as much money as possible in the bank because we don't know what's going to happen. So try to cut back on eating out because it spends a lot of money. And just try to cook food more often. You know, look on YouTube and get some recipes and try to cook your food at home. Okay? Tip number 2. Freeze a lot of your food. I mean, I don't eat 100% healthy all the time, but I try my best. And I try to eat more fruits and vegetables. But I find that when I buy fruits and vegetables, especially fruits, they go bad very fast. They get spoiled really fast. They get rotten really fast. So the number one way to preserve them so that they can last longer is by just simply freezing them. Eat the amount that you want to eat for now, and then take the rest of the fruits and vegetables you have and just freeze them. And then that will make them last much, much longer than just putting it in a refrigerator. Or you could even buy frozen fruits and vegetables, which I do often. And you can thaw them out and combine them with other foods like rice, other kinds of vegetables, and just eat more healthier, and your food will last longer. A lot of people don't like to eat healthy because when they try to buy fruits and vegetables, it will go bad quickly. So this advice about freezing your food to cause it to last longer, and you can save more money that way by not having your food spoiled and you have to keep going out and buying more. Just freeze your food. Freeze the food you don't eat and it'll last longer. So that's tip number 2. Freeze your food. Tip number 3. Okay, so I wrote down some of the tips. So tip number 3 is join a discount shoppers club. So they got a lot of shoppers clubs out there that you could buy things in bulk. You pay once a year and you can get all your groceries at a low discounted price. They have a lot of different companies that will engage in this practice, even giving you a discount on gas as well. So I suggest you, if you need help to survive financially during this current recession, is to join a discount shoppers club. That way you'll be saving literally thousands more dollars than you would if you wasn't in a discount shoppers club. Okay? So tip number 4. Avoid this tip number 4. I was going to only preserve this for the men because it's saying avoid gold diggers, but there's also male gold diggers as well. So this tip is going out to men and women, male and female. Avoid gold diggers because gold diggers' primary concern is to get as much money out of you as possible. And you may think it's cool and all that to pay for a gold digger's time, but during this current recession, we're trying to save as much money as possible, so you have to avoid them. And this goes for men and women. So the person's primary goal is to get as much money out of you and literally suck the cash money out of you as much as possible. Please try to avoid them, and you'll find that your bank account and your wallet will be much bigger than normal. Okay, getting down to tip number 5. You have a vehicle, but a lot of your friends may not have a vehicle to drive around with for some reason. So they're going to always ask you to give them a ride here, give them a ride there. So if you don't charge them gas money, start charging gas money. You know, they might say, hey, I'm your buddy, you're charging me gas money, you was already going there in the first place. But you're going out of your way to take that person somewhere. So you're using the gas in your car to take somebody else somewhere that they gotta go. And the gas price is ridiculous. So then when it's time for you to take your car and drive yourself somewhere that you gotta go, you seeing that your gas is low. Why is my gas so low? Because you were driving all your friends around and you weren't charging them any money. You used your car to drive all your friends around where they had to go. Now when it's time for you to go somewhere for yourself, you don't have enough gas to get there. So make sure you're charging them gas money. If you're already charging them gas money and your money is still low, you might have to just raise the price up a little bit. You could say something to them like, well, I'm going to charge you to take you there, but it's not going to be as much as taking the cab. But it's still going to be a charge because the gas price is absolutely ridiculously high. So there's no way I could take you there without charging you something. I'm sure they'll understand. Okay, so that's the end of the 5 tips on how to financially survive during the current recession. I know I said it's going to be 20, but you're going to have to stay tuned for part 2 and possibly part 3. And in the meantime, make sure you support the channel as a hip-hop and rap artist, VLA the Hustler, and order something from VLAthehustler.com. Until then, holler back. Peace.